Today our learning target is I can subtract across zeros in a 4-digit number. And you'll know you have done this when you've regrouped and your answer is reasonable. So I want to look down here to this problem first. 3,000 minus 1,984. So to look at this problem, I know that 3,000 is already in a nice working form, and I don't have to do much with that. 1,984 is close to 2,000. So I know when I solve this problem, my answer should be close to 1,000. If I don't get an answer that's close to 1,000, then I've probably made a mistake. So the first thing I'm going to do is I know I'm starting with this 3,000. So I'm going to represent this 3,000 with 3,000s blocks. That's how I'm going to start my problem. Now I know that out of these 3,000s blocks, I'm going to have to take 1,984 out of it. And I always start, as you learned earlier in the week, I always start over in my ones place. So I need to take away 4 ones. But as you notice, out of that 4,000, I don't have any ones at all. So what I'm going to have to do is I look next door to the tens to see if I can break up one of those tens. Well, I don't have any tens. So I go next door to the hundreds. And again, I have nothing there. So it looks like I'm going to have to break up one of the thousands blocks. So I'm going to take one of my thousands blocks and I'm going to trade it in for 10 hundreds. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of these thousands away and I'm going to trade it for 10 hundreds. And I'm going to record it down here. I'm taking away one of the thousands. I took away one and I traded it in for 10 hundreds. Now you can see that I still don't have any tens or ones to work with. So it looks like I'm going to have to trade again. So now I'm going to take one of my hundreds blocks and I'm going to have to trade it in for 10 tens. Remember, we're working in a base 10 system. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I've traded in one of my hundreds blocks and now I'm left with only 9 hundreds and 10 tens. So you've noticed now I had to come over here to that 1,000 and break it up and make it 10 tens. Now I've had to regroup again. I had to take one of those hundreds and break it up. But as you notice, I still have nothing left in the ones. I have nothing in the ones. I'm going to have to break up one of these tens. So I'm going to trade in my 10. I'm going to come over and I'm going to make 10 ones out of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now I've had to take my 10 and break it apart, and I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 tens and 10 ones. Now, I didn't change the value of this 3,000. I still only have 3,000 up here. I have 2,000s, I have 9 hundreds, 9 tens, and 10 ones. It's still all together, if I count it all together, I'm still going to have 3,000, but now it's in a better working form for me. Now I have a form that I can work with. Now I can go ahead and subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. And then I look back, because my success criteria says that I have to regroup, and I've done that. Then I have to figure out if my answer is reasonable. So is my answer reasonable? Yes, it is. Absolutely. It's close to 1,000. So we're going to do one more of these, okay? And this time it's going to be a little bit different. So I want you to bring you over here to this problem, okay? 6,004 minus 2,147. So I'm going to start off with my 6,004. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,004. That's my starting value. Okay. I've got this right here. My starting value is 6,004. So I'm going to go ahead and estimate this. 6,004 is close to 6,000. 2,147 is close to 2,000. So I know that my estimated difference is going to be about 4,000. So if I don't get an answer that's close to 4,000, I've probably done something wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves first. I need to take away 7 ones. Do I have 7 ones to take away? No. So I look next door to see if I can break up the 10s, but I have none. So I go next door to look if I can break up 100. Again, I don't have any. So I'm going to have to go all the way over to the thousands place and break up one of these thousands. So I'm going to take away, see how I'm taking it away, leaving myself with only 5 thousands, and I'm going to make an exchange for 10 hundreds. So this 0 in that hundreds place becomes a 10 because I now have 10 hundreds there. But I'm still not in good working shape for my ones. I'm not finished yet. I still don't have enough ones. So I'm going to have to break up one of these hundreds. I'm going to have to trade in. I had 10. Now I'm only going to have 9 of them. And I'm going to trade it in for 10 tens. Whoops, one short. 10 tens. Again, I still don't have enough ones here to take 7 away. So I'm going to have to break apart one of these 10s. So I'm taking the 10, I'm breaking it apart to get 10 more ones. So I already have 4 ones. I have to add 10 more. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm adding 10 more ones. I already had 4 there, but I broke apart a 10 and brought over 10 more. So this was already 4, and I broke apart that 10 and brought over 10 more. So this 4 is now becoming a 14 because I've broken apart that 10 and brought it over here to already existing 4 ones. So now it's in a good working form that I can subtract. 14 minus 7 is 7. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus 1 is 8. 5 minus 2 is 3. So my answer is 3,857. Is it reasonable? Absolutely. This is close to 4,000, so our answer is reasonable. So we know we have been successful at this because we have followed our success criteria. We have regrouped, and our answer is reasonable. So did we hit our learning target today? I can subtract across zeros in a 4-digit number? Absolutely.